Hey everybody, I'm setting up for a quick shoot here. I just have a quick commercial shoot, a small one. It's like an interim kind of shoot. And I just wanted to talk to you about pricing. It's really important actually. And you know, there's a big issue with young photographers and old photographers that just do this for fun. That once in a while get a job and you know, for the fun ones, they get offered a job and they'll lowball it because they don't do this for a living. But you know, someday they may or may want to, but they just can't right now because they have to support a family or whatever. They have bills. But young photographers that are under the mindset you lowball your clients to start or do it for free, and then later, once you have a good client base or get good enough in your eyes, raise the prices. Now, there's some issues with this that are really going to bite you in the ass, and I don't know how else to put it. And this is reality. This isn't, oh, maybe. This is actually the reality. So if you're starting out and you want to start building that client base, and it's hard to do because, let's face it, you know, there's only so many clients for, you know, many photographers. And the first theory that a lot of photographers go through is, well, if they don't see my work, if I don't have an opportunity because of other photographers, I'll never get the client anyway. So I'm going to lowball them, and I'll do this until I get a big client base, and then I'll be able to raise my prices and make money, and you know, actually have this a business. So you know, for me. You know, having a studio, I don't have the opportunity or the luxury of saying, oh, I'm going to lowball this client and, you know, undercut the other photographer to get the job. Because no matter what, my rent is still going to be due. My bills are still going to be due. My taxes are still going to be due. So I have to get what I have to get to pay for the place, the equipment, you know, everything that I need. So the idea here is, hey, let's do this job that this photographer bid for $200 or $2,000, and I'll do it for $50 or $100, but at least I'll get the client. And they'll do this until they can build up a good client base. And yeah, you will build up a good client base if you have talent that can back this up. Because remember, low prices don't mean good to clients, especially commercial clients. A lot of times it scares them away saying, you know, there's a reason he's this low. You know, they have a budget, and you know, say they have a budget for $2,000 for a shoot, and you come in and say, hey, I'll do it for $200. This is grasping, this is desperation, this is, don't go with this person. But you will have those clients that go, let's give them a shot. So you do the job for $200, and they do another job for $200, and then you build up your client base, and you're almost ready to go. Now, here's the sticking point. Once you get your base built and you have a good reputation, and you go, I knew I could do this. I'm at where I need to be at, and I'm going to make money finally. That's all well and good, but you're going to tell this client that has been paying $100 over how long that your prices now for that shoot are $2,000 or $500, whatever it is. Now, what are you going to do for that extra money? Well, I'm going to do the work that I've always done. I'm established now. I can charge more. It doesn't work that way. You know, the client is going to be, if I'm getting the same service, the same photos, the same, why would I pay you more when you've been charging this for how long? And you know, maybe they won't say that to your face, but I guarantee you, you know, there's going to be another photographer that comes along and they're going to go, I can do it for X. You're tunneling yourself into this price racket that you can't get out of. And yeah, you'll have a few clients that go, yeah, I understand. So now this doesn't go with just clients for commercial work. This goes for clients for weddings, for events, for parties, for whatever you want to do, for portraits. You can't say, hey, listen, I'm going to shoot your wedding for $500 and it's going to be great and maybe it's fabulous. They're going to be thrilled and word of mouth is going to go around. They're going to push you and you're going to charge 500, 500, 500. And then you're going to go, wait a second, I have bills now. This photographer, I'm shooting better than him. He's charging $5,000. I'm raising my prices to $5,000. Well, when this next client comes in and they got referred by Jane Doe, and she says, oh my God, he was so wonderful and it was so inexpensive. It was $500 for my wedding and look at these photos. And then this person comes in and goes, hey, I have to use you, blah, blah, blah. And you go, oh yeah, it's $5,000. Normally, that person may have been like, okay, I love your work. This is $5,000. I have to pay it. I want it. But when you're trying to convince this person that you only charged this one $500 because you were starting out or whatever you want to say, but now that you're established, it's $5,000, this person's gone. It just seems like, wow, if she got it for this, why can't I get it for this? I'm being ripped off. Where if you were at $5,000, it would have been like, okay, can you do it for $45? If you want to do that, great. But you can't go anywhere from $500 to $5,000. You're pigeonhole yourself. I just want you to be aware of this. And like I said, the reason I brought this up is I'm doing a commercial shoot today, and it's a small one. Now, I do this company's lookbooks, and they're coats. I think I have 5 today and 1 dress. So this isn't for a lookbook. This is stuff that I've already shot for a lookbook, but they're having a sale. Okay, so they needed one for Las Vegas Casino that wants the coats. They're going to buy a bunch, so they just want a really quick shot. I did that yesterday, and today they're doing a sale on some of the spring line. Hey, could you shoot a quick 5 shots for us? Am I going to charge them? Yes, but nowhere near what I charge them for lookbooks and so forth. Is it the same amount of work? Not with 5 coats, but it's still the same amount of post-production. So, I'm doing the work, but I am charging them so much less than I would for a full lookbook. Why do I do this? Because I established myself with the company already. I've been well established with them, and I've charged them the same since the beginning. I've upped it each year, just a minor amount, not much. Models went up just a little bit, but they understand this. It's not like this giant leap. But when they come in and say, hey, could you do a quick 5 coats for us? Yeah, sure, here. And I send them a bill that's low, really low, that they go, oh, great, thanks. It's one hand washing the other. But the next time a fall lookbook has to be done, they're coming to me, they're not going to anybody else. They're not even going to consider anybody else because I do this kind of stuff for them. So that's the difference. Now, knowing all this and knowing that, wow, how do you start out in this business with other photographers and you're competing against them, what should I do? Well, honestly, do a free shoot. I know that sounds kind of weird. And if you don't want to do a free shoot, do a shoot for $100. Now, the other side of this is not that, hey, I charge $100 for the shoot. It's like, hey, listen, I want to show you what I can do. These are my prices. Right from the start, commercial prices. But I just want to show you what I can do. Can I do a small shoot for you rather than a full-blown shoot? Can I do a small shoot for you for $100 so you can see what I can do? And for the, excuse me, and for the next job, you can consider me. It's that simple. You are giving them your prices, legitimate prices that you want to charge once you're established, right up front. And then you're going to say, but I'll do the first shoot for X because I want you to see what I can do. Now, it's going to be a limited shoot. It can't be a full shoot. It's really, you just want to show them what you can do. So if they need something shot that's on a small scale, if they come in and say, hey, listen, like with this company, if I was doing this with this company, like, oh, listen, let me show you what I can do. I'll do it for a low price. And they bring in 60 coats. No. Get it up front. Hey, what are we going to shoot? How are we going to shoot it for the first time? And I'll charge you X really low just to let you see what I can shoot. And then these are my prices. They know it from the start. They know it from before the first shoot's even shot. If they don't like your prices, they're not going to be willing to go for that $100 first shoot or that free first shoot. It's just a waste of their time. Okay? So I hope this helps. I'll show you some of the shoot today. It's going to be quick and boring because it's just coats, literally catalog type shoots. It's for clients to see the coats. It's that whole, you need depth of field and no shallow crap, and you need to see the material. It's that kind of shoot. And I'm using a silver umbrella with the 8200. It's just a simple, plain setup. And a silver umbrella is going to bring out the specular highlights in the clothing. Hope this helps. This is a really, really important aspect of your business, whether you're first starting out, whether you're a hobbyist and may go into professional later. It's very important. You can establish all the clients you want, but if you're establishing them at lowball prices and expect to turn them later, it's not going to happen. It's going to bite you in the ass. So, establish that first shoot, establish your pricing from the beginning, and then you can increase a little bit each year as you go forward. Thanks, and have a great day.
This video doesn't have much to do with a previous talk, but I just wanted to add it into the video to give you something to look at. Like I said, this was just a quick commercial shoot. They needed these photos only for web. They're having a sale, so they just wanted these things thrown on a model really quick. It may be a head-off model, kind of a situation where they crop it so you can just see the clothing, but I'm not sure. But anyway, this is just a behind the scenes of a quick commercial shoot for clothing. The model, literally, she's not a model. She works at the salon next door. I needed a body, and she was tall and the right proportion for the dresses and coats, so she worked out great. But anyway, I hope this video helped, the previous one, not this one, and I hope you learned something from it. I hope you all have a great day. Thank you.